and flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed in hip-hop since I let Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and then move west now down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York. Hold on and throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of the in the club with the juice and the getting bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my ride and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow. Working hard, cake and dough. Open up 24. We striving for that goal. I'll stop with nothing. I will play this game. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio. Platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are finest. They blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do. Whether group or solo. Boston Cold.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, or do you just try to cover? Could we see another New Orleans Saint come up? Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. What to do here? Build up the interior of your line? Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had.
Novus Ordo Seclorum, E Pluribus Unum. They change the climates. And
now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap.
They could not destroy us.
This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a... Yeah, maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's fortune, but he is an improvement over what they had.
GMOs extracting cheese with everyone on my GPS.
Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. We've seen one Detroit Lion be selected so far. Could another be far behind?
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rap, rackety, rappers, and raps rapidly farther to rap.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. It's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. And, Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Stafford on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That can be a downside of putting together a team in Draft Champions Week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's got Decker, left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Second and 10 now. It's Palmer. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On first and 10, it's Palmer. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first and 10, Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down is Stafford. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Get ready.
On first down, it's Palmer. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it